new meta rankings, something I really want to get into. I did notice there were some changes. For some reason, I thought I saved them. I did not save them and what the changes were. But I know there was a little bit of controversy in some of them. Maybe you could talk more on that. But you were part of it, and you were in this long conference call, from what I understand, right? Where they gave you a breakdown on how it works. Why don't you run us all through it so we can all wrap our heads around it and try to understand?
Yeah, so they laid it all out for us. They've been working on this for a long time, right? I mean, we've known that they were going to these rankings for a long time. They were going to change it. They did clarify right away. They said, look, this is not actually AI. When people say it's AI, it's not AI. It's a model. It's just mathematics, and it's a model that's been built, and it'll spit out this information. But basically what they said, we want to take away any human interaction whatsoever. So this is not supposed to pick rankings the exact way a human would. This is supposed to be completely different. Now, it's all going to be very, very cut and dry. Basically, it's an ELO ranking, which has been used a long time. It's a basis that was started in chess years and years ago, if you've ever heard of it. I didn't know until recently it was named after a person. But anyway, basically what happens is every fighter that you fight has a ranking assigned to them, a relative position into where they stand against everybody else. And so if you beat that person, you kind of increase your ranking based on the value of that athlete. And that's all that it comes down to, is how the results factor in. Now, a couple things that I thought were big that you should know about. There's an incentive for velocity, what they said. Velocity is the term, to stay busy. The more you fight, the more that you kind of accrue points. And so the busier you stay, the busier and faster you're going to move up the ranks. So that's going to help you quite a bit.
Why you're on that, this is why the 145-pound guy, Yair Rodriguez, is out, right?
Yep.
That's why. I mean, he hasn't fought in a year or whatever. He's had 1 or 2 fights in the last 3 years or 4 years. That's not enough. Go ahead. Carry on. Sorry.
It's not. And yeah, and the flip side of that is that not only are you rewarded for being busy, but they actually have what's called decay. And the longer you stay out, the longer the value drops down, right? So basically, as we said, every time you beat a fighter, that fighter has a relative value that you gain. But let's say you beat the number 1 guy in the world, but it was 3 years ago. That's not the same thing. It doesn't have that same value, right? As time goes by, your big key wins start to lose relative value because that decays a little bit. So you can see how it all works. Now, obviously, they didn't reveal the exact math behind it, but that's the simple version of it. Is basically the busier you are, the higher ranked fighters you beat, the more you're going to go up, and the longer you sit, the more you're going to slide. The other thing is individually, finishes are rewarded more bonus points than decisions are. So dominant victories. They did clarify that they don't go so far as to say like split decisions versus unanimous decision, because then you start factoring in judges and stuff like that. Yeah. So they just said bottom line is if you get a finish, it is worth more than a decision. And so it's all just rankings and points that are tallied, and every week they're just going to spit them out on Monday afternoon, and there's no argument of like, well, who did this or what were they thinking? It's not thinking, it's just numbers. So that's kind of how it works. And I guess the last thing on part of it, then we can go into questions or talk more about it, but the media rankings will still be around for a little bit longer. I don't know how long. And while the media rankings are still around, they're still going to be considered the official rankings. So if you go to UFC.com now, you can flip between the two. There's a little slide. You can slip between the two. The media ranking is still going to be the official one from now, but that will be replaced very, very soon.
Got it. That makes.
All right. Can I jump in here?
Absolutely.
All right, so I think it is important that we definitely keep the media rankings. I believe that having our top analysts in the sport on here is very important. And it's good that I think it is good that majority of the AI rankings were also close to the official media rankings, so that it's not that we've been doing a bad job all these years. I mean, there's a couple of discrepancies between the media and the AI that we're still yet to discover, especially in the flyweight division, I'd say. I think that was the most discrepant division out of all of them, but it's still good that we're somewhat close and similar. I don't think that we should put away the media rankings at all. Like I think it's perfect how it is. Have the AI rankings and have the media rankings. But choosing which one is better is, I think you're gonna need some time to figure that out. Because we definitely have some fighters that definitely should be ranked that aren't ranked now on the AI rankings, and there's definitely some fighters that should have been ranked on the AI that weren't on the media rankings due to public opinion. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if these guys are the top journalists. From my understanding, they are not. They're not even like some people who are really relevant. And apparently the way they get sent the information is they just get sent an email, say that these people are eligible for the rankings by the UFC, and then they rank those fighters as they please to. They don't even really discuss it amongst themselves.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of these media companies that are like, quote unquote, the ranking people are like old companies that people have never ever heard about, or that were relevant maybe like 10, 15 years ago. So I kind of disagree with what you said there, because I think this is a way better approach. However, I do think there should be some sense of like human oversight as well with it. But I think it should also be delegated to someone outside the UFC itself. You know what I mean? Like someone who has the best interest in heart of like the actual fighters versus the fans and the UFC and stuff like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think there should, if we're gonna add just more people ranking, I think there should be public opinion rankings. There should be
That'd be cool. But I think that's yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
like you can get like 100,000 fans or 1,000,000 fans or how many other people. Let's say it like this: every Paramount Plus subscriber gets one vote, and each of those subscribers you get to list out your rankings. Well, you list 3 fighters you want to see ranked.
Okay.
Or the whole 5, probably 5 or 10 fighters per division you want to see ranked, and then the top 15 that people that deserve to be get to stay. Or that's just something else that we could do, because if we're just spitballing stuff, then at that point, might as well have the public behind it. And I think that'd be pretty cool from a marketing stance. Like, oh, you actually want to know what the people think?
Yeah,
the people on Paramount Plus decided. And
that
people
would
gotta
be
get
interesting. Yeah.
Hire me, Dana.
The main ones I noticed were Kevin Borjas, who fought this past weekend, who I actually picked to win the fight, and Mitch Raposo, who I didn't pick to win his fight. But I thought Kevin Borjas had an excellent, tremendous performance himself. But yeah, what do you think?
I'm gonna pull up Kevin Borjas' ranking record real quick. That's the issue. Yeah. He's lost 3 out of his last 5. That's a problem.
He has, but you're right. Yeah, you're right.
And both of his wins have been by decision, not even a finish. So, like, what are we talking about? I mean, now I'm sure he had a great win against Andre Lima, who was favored to win the whole thing.
Well, Andre Lima just did nothing, and now he's complaining about it. So on X, I actually wrote to him, and I was like a little bit annoyed. I was like, dude, you literally did nothing. Like, what are you complaining about?
Yeah. His activity's been good though. I think that's why he's being rewarded. But take a look on the rankings. Flyweight. He's ranked above Sumu Darji.
Yeah.
He lost to Sumu Darji.
Yeah, what that's why the human part needs to be there as well. Like, I mean, even in if you look at welterweight, for example, you can see Kamaru Usman's number 10, but Joaquin Buckley is number 9. Kamaru Usman beat Joaquin Buckley. So I mean,
and that's because of the activity. That's because he hasn't fought since the Joaquin Buckley. But Buckley fought since his last fight. Since there, he lost.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I just think like it should be. I think it should be more like I think that should be switched around in my opinion.
100%. And then you have a look at straight at the top. You have Carlos Prates and Ian Garry. Ian Garry, the only reason he hasn't fought is because Islam sat out for so long, and his slot can't be dethroned because he's a champion. Ian Garry beat Carlos Prates on 3 weeks' notice. 50-45'd him. Well, he lost a little. He 49-46'd him on 3 weeks' notice. While Carlos Prates had 2 extended camps because he was supposed to fight Jeff Neal, and then he got prepared to fight Jeff Neal again, and then I got to fight Ian Garry. He had 2 extended camps and still lost to Ian Garry, and he's ranked below him. That's ridiculous.
So I don't know if you want to get into this now or we can save it for later, but I was gonna bring this up later today.
Yeah, I do want to get into it, but if you want to, we can definitely leave it for later. That's fine.
Let's leave it for later for now, and let's just go over this part real quick if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just because there were a lot of discrepancies, and I overall, dude, I actually do like the meta UFC rankings. I just think that there's these slight discrepancies that should be, addressed. However, I think more or less it's actually for the best, in my opinion.
Some things yes, some things no.
100%.
Yeah, I think a blend of the media, like Dana said, both rankings are not perfect. Both are not concrete. Both are not perfect. Some things you have to take with a little bit of grain of salt.
Yeah,
some divisions, I think they nailed it. Like, take a look at bantamweight. Bantamweight, I think they nailed that.
Marar.
My only guy missing is Peyton Talbot.
But Peyton Talbot has some discrepancies or issues with the UFC, which is why I believe he's not ranked.
Well, that's off the meta, the UFC rank. Like that, not that's supposed to be taken. I think since he beat Cejudo, he should at least be ranked. I know it's been a while since he's fought,
It's been a
but
while.
no one wants to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to fight him. Well,
Yeah.
besides that, I think they nailed just about every other person on here.
Yeah, so let's let me just go into the next one if you don't mind, real quick.
Yeah, no problem. We'll come back to it.
Well, I thought this was really interesting because unless you have more to say about the rankings.
Oh, I do, but
Okay,
if you want to move on,
let's just
Okay,
finish the segment and then we'll go into the next one.
all right. So yeah, plenty of good stuff on here. Plenty of good stuff on here. So we already addressed flyweight. Kevin Borjas is 2-3 in his last 5. Mitch Raposo, I'll pull up his Mitch Raposo.
Yeah. Did you want to go through each one individually? I thought we'd just give an overview.
Yeah, I am going to do the overview, but I'm talking about the discrepancy. Like this is the
got you. Yeah,
this is the one that confuses me.
I mean, I don't mind
also lost to. He's on a 2-fight win streak, but he also lost to Andre Lima, who just lost. Yeah, Mitch Raposo lost to Andre Lima and Sumu Darji again.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So, again, he's on a 2-fight win streak. Well, what the heck? I don't understand that. I just don't understand that pick. But
we do have a matchup coming up this weekend too. Asa Amabayev and Charles Johnson, which we'll save for later. But I just wanted to kind of point that out because I thought it was interesting that Asu is number 7 and then Charles is number 15.
Right. Yeah. How's Charles Johnson number 15?
He just keeps losing to these like really good fighters.
Yeah, his strength of schedule has been incredible. I think if we're gonna re-rank this, you put Kevin Borjas and Mitch Raposo out just completely.
You move have on the media rankings.
Yeah, they're out in the media rankings. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so the media rankings they have Asuma Amabayev at number 9. They have Brandon Moreno at number 8. They don't have any. You can move Cyrus at number 15.
Yeah, I think Edgar Cyrus should be ranked. You take those two out. You put Urseg, Perez, and Johnson 3 spots up. You put back in Tagir, Tim Elliott, and Edgar Cyrus, and you're fine.
Yeah,
that's okay with me. But yeah, I guess we gotta keep it pushing. I think the biggest name out of all the rankings that was like confusing to everybody was if you take a look at featherweight and you see who's at number 7. Just take a look at
Pat Sabatini. Yeah,
Pat Sabatini. Yeah.
A lot of people.
He is definitely.
Yeah.
He's been flying under the radar for sure. He is 6-1 in his last 7, and he's only lost to Diego Lopez, which is great.
Yeah.
The problem is he's he's decision to every person. Smudge decision every single person he's fought. So he's not very exciting, which means he flew under the radar. Like I personally it's been great wins, but it's against all unranked guys, and he definitely should be fighting lower down. I think like maybe a 13 to 12 ranking is more suitable for him. I definitely don't think everyone below him is better than him, in my opinion, or more exciting to watch rather. Because I'd take Yusuf Zalal over Pat to win. I'd take Nathaniel Wood over Pat, which is crazy. Nathaniel Wood's 9. But that's not as crazy. Kevin Vallejos would beat Pat. Melky would beat Pat. Steve Garcia would beat Pat. Aaron Pico would beat Pat. I think Pat already beat Brito, and I think he'd beat Delgado too. So yeah, but yeah, that's just I thought that was nuts.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I kind of agree with you actually on this one because I'm looking at his Tapology right now, and it doesn't make sense. He has a lot of grappling matches, dude. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I mean that's a specialty. He is a grappling specialist. That is what he's very active in that. I think it was what's his name?
Well, I do like
Orichi
in the UFC. Sorry, go.
Yeah, Kevin. Hold on, I forget he's beat this French guy.
Well, he lost to Damon Jackson in 2022, which is not a bad. I mean,
not a bad loss. Yeah. Him and he hasn't had bad losses at all. Like he deserves to be ranked for sure.
Yeah.
But that high is a little nuts.
That 10 though, huh? Like that number 10. Yeah.
That number 10 spot. Yeah. I mean, he just beat William Gum, which is a good win, but he smudged him.
Yeah.
He smudged him.
Yeah, that was a good fight, actually. I actually enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Do you want
Anyways,
to go over any other specific ones?
yeah, I'm just kind of just going down the line because it was really these first four divisions that kind of made no sense
Gotcha.
to
Okay.
me. I got this, and then I got heavyweight. I think it was heavyweight or light heavyweight I need to talk about. Yeah, so Moicano's at 7. What are he just lost to Beneil Dariush, who's not even ranked anymore. He was just coming off that. He beat Chris
Yeah.
Duncan. Before that, he lost to Benny, who's not even ranked. He did beat BSD, which is good because BSD is top 5. But he also, he lost to Islam Makhachev, which is not bad. He was running a 6-fight win streak going into that Makhachev fight, so I get why he's running that high. But he did lose to Beneil Dariush, which is nuts. That's so I think he should be closer to like maybe that 9. And I just saw on his Instagram, like he made a statement. He's like, "All right, I'm at 7. I'm not fighting down. I'm not fighting anyone below me in the rankings." He's done. He called out Max Holloway. He called out Beneil Dari. Not Beneil. He called out Benoit Saint Denis for a rematch, and he called out Max Holloway on his Instagram because he doesn't want to fight down.
He mauled BSD, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, fair
insane.
play to him.
Yeah.
But still, I think Quill and Salkild fight's realistic. I think a Patty fight's realistic. I like the Patty placement. I like that he's at 9. I like that he's below.
I think that one's kind of weird because he just fought for an interim title, but
he shouldn't have in the first place.
He should have in the first place, but he still did. Hindsight 2020, looking at that fight against like Ilya and Gaethje versus like the one that Patty had with the Gaethje,
right?
It does.
He had a closer fight with Gaethje than Ilya did. Yeah, you're right on that.
Yeah,
but he got a win after beating the number 7th ranked guy. He took his spot, and then he lost that spot to Justin, who was ranked 3. I think 9's fair since he hasn't been active. I think that's his fair spot. Maybe 8. I can see 8. I think Quillen over him's a bit ridiculous. I know Quillen's activity is what's put him up this high, and he has been beating a lot of fringe ranked people, which is respectable. But I think 8's a bit high for him. I think Manuel Torres being on here and not Fiziev. The fact that Fiziev is unranked is nuts. I know he was coming off a long layoff, but he's been active since, and that's because he was injured. I don't think that should be to his detriment. That should be factored in. Yeah. I think like if they could put a pause button on their rankings due to injury, that would be really nice. Because you have guys like like Fiziev. You had guys like back in the day, like Jamal Hill got Torres Achilles. Well, at the time he was still the number 1 contender. He was still the champ. He shouldn't be punished for that. Jiri had to take off because of injury. He shouldn't have been penalized. Like there's guys like that. You shouldn't penalize due to injury, and I think Fiziev should be up there. But he's fighting for that ranking spot again, so I don't think it's that bad, especially since he's fighting this weekend. Yeah. But I think it should be noticed. I like the fact that Grant Dawson is ranked again, and I like Rafa Garcia pick. I don't mind those. I like that Benny's out because Benny and Michael Chandler's out. So bye guys. These unks must be stopped. And then let's there was
lightweight
one. Oh yeah. Also the biggest discrepancy. If you go down all the way to light heavyweight, look who you see.
Alex Pereira, number 1. Yeah.
No. All the way down to at number 15 of light heavyweight. Who is that?
Oh, Jan Blachowicz. Yeah.
Why is Jan Blachowicz ranked 15?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Below Johnny Walker?
Guskov.
Yeah, why is Bogdan ahead of him? What?
Strength of schedule, I guess.
Jan Blachowicz had a better strength of schedule. I mean, he drew 2 and he lost 2, but he arguably won both of those fights.
I thought he won that Ankalaev fight, to be honest.
Yeah. Drew Ankalaev, drew Bogdan Guskov. He arguably beat Pereira, and the other fight was Jiri? I think it was the Jiri fight.
Did he fight Jiri?
Was it Jiri? I want to say it was Jiri.
I don't remember.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure they fought.
I don't think so.
Here, hold on.
No, he didn't fight him.
They didn't fight? I could have sworn they fought.
No, they didn't fight yet.
Anyways, not important. Not important. Fact is, Jan Blachowicz should not be at 15. That's disgusting. He is definitely better than Navajo Sterling. He's better than everybody below, like ahead of him.
That hoe Sterling.
Up to like, I think he should be ranked number 5 right now. I think everyone below him is a worse.
I wouldn't mind giving him number like 7 or 8 either.
Yeah, I mean, because of the loss streak, that's fair.
Yeah,
he's definitely got to get back, and his age is catching up to him. But below Johnny Walker's terrible. And the last one I want to talk about was the AI rankings for heavyweight.
heavyweight has got Cyril Gane number 1, Alexander Volkov number 2, Sergey Pavlovich number 3, 4 Alex Pereira, 5 Josh Hokett, WCA for number 6, Rizvan Kuniev for number 7, Curtis Blaydes for number 8. Curtis Blaydes beat Rizvan Kuniev.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Blaydes beat Kuniev, and Kuniev's only other win is no longer in the UFC. Terrible. He's had 2 fights.
Yeah.
He beat Jailton Almeida, and he lost to Curtis Blaydes, and he's ranked above Curtis Blaydes. Explain that one, AI. You can't. Also,
go ahead. Yeah.
I guess Derek Lewis is gone, which makes sense.
I mean, he just doesn't look good, especially his last performance and his performance before that. He just, in my opinion, doesn't look very good at all.
Right. Yeah. I think that's really all I got.
Yeah.
His welterweight looked fine to me. Middleweight is somewhat all right to me.
Yeah.
Paulo Costa's still ranked in middleweight, which doesn't make sense to me because he's in light heavyweight now. I think if they get rid of the discrepancies of the 2 weight classes, that's fine. I already voiced my complaint about Ian Gary being ranked lower than Prates, and we already talked about Joaquin Buckley being above Usman. Besides that, it's fine. Oh, Amosov's at 15? Gross.
Yaroslav Amosov, I think that's the dark horse of the division right now.
Yeah, I don't think he should be ranked 15. That's gross. He should be definitely higher. But whatever.
Yeah, I think he beats almost everybody in that top up until like maybe 3.
Top 7? Ooh,
I say he beats everyone from like 14 all the way down to 4.
I think Sean Brady gives him problems, and I think if JDM can get his confidence back
out of all those, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I think that's really it on the rankings. I think we covered all the crazy stuff.
Would you say about JDM? I missed that. I apologize.
I was like, I think JDM can beat him if he gets his confidence back.
Yeah, JDM's actually training with Max Holloway.
Good, yeah. For the Conor fight. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Bringing some striking help.
Yeah. Yeah.